first story for today is I was a heroin addict on the street, and there's so many drastic, righteous things to myself and fellow human beings, including tricking out minors, kidnapping, and rape. One thing that always haunted me was that I was HIV positive and would have unprotected sex and shared needles with unsuspected people. Today, I'm 2 years sober, and I'm slowly trying to heal my wrongdoing. Folks, if you don't understand this, all of this happened in my Uber car, right? So I sat in the car, and then I will hand my passengers a notebook, and it will just write down the deepest, darkest secrets that I haven't told anybody.
Nobody.
And so this is the book from that 352 pages long. I don't know if you can see that real good, but yeah, 352 pages long, and people just wrote down that deepest, darkest secrets, and we compile all of them and put them in the book. I don't know how you can do that. You know, one thing I saw when I read this, I was like, man, this guy was in my back seat.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like, he was in my back seat.
Kidnapping.
Yes.
Doing things to minors.
Right.
Nobody caught this guy. He got away for years with so many wrongdoings. And it's amazing. There's so many more people out there that do things like that.
Right.
And in addition to this guy, I'm sure he's been through so much because he was HIV positive. I'm not sure how he got it, but can you imagine HIV positive and then you're sharing?
Obviously he was doing drugs as well, so you can get that from it as well, right?
But with other people, you're sharing it.
Right.
You know that you have it and you're spreading it intentionally.
Right.
That could be a crime too as well. So, but thank God, he recovered. And he's now sober, and he's, trying to make up for his wrongdoings.
So I'm not sure if there's any coming back from there, though. Like, look how many other innocent people's lives he messed up. He said he was kidnapping and raping people.
Yeah.
Just the thought of that. There isn't any coming back from that, in my opinion. Maybe I should be more forgiving.
That's hard.
But that is very, very.
Yeah, I'm sure the people that he affected, it's hard on them.
Right, absolutely.
But the fact that he's trying to slowly heal himself, he's obviously forgiven himself, and he's trying to do, but it's hard trying to track so many people that you did so many things in the past. So it's almost impossible.
I mean,
because trauma is trauma.
Trauma is trauma, but knowing that you have that, and then you're raping people, and then you're doing all this thing. Obviously, he wasn't caught because it's 2 years ever since he was doing that, and he's still out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if he was gonna get caught, he probably could have done many years for that.
It's so many things here in this that could have put him in jail, but God knows.
God knows. All right, so let's do story number 2.
All right. I am 66 and I've buried 2 of my children. My son Brian died from a gunshot wound from a thug that hated his success. My daughter Brandy died from an injury she obtained in a hit and run while she was walking to my house. God worked it out for me to nurse my daughter for 7 months before she died. I will still give God all the glory and praise he deserves.
So this person, she and I actually talked about it. She was actually going on a cruise, and very interesting.
That's good.
Right?
Good for her.
Right. But
she needs that.
It was sad though.
Burying 2 of your children. Right. Normally the parent would say, you're supposed to bury me, but this was the other way around. She had to bury. And imagine that the way they died, it wasn't even about illnesses or something like that, or natural causes.
Right.
These were things that like a gunshot wound from a thug and then a hit and run. Oh my gosh,
sad,
such trauma, sudden death.
Right.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
And those were the only 2 she had, and she had no more.
Oh.
And so look at the age,
Yeah, 66.
66 years old. She's already doing a heroin. So the thought of it is very disturbing.
And if you could see, this actually was written in the handwriting of the person. So what we did was, they wrote it like he mentioned in the book. They wrote all of what their thoughts are, and then at the bottom, that we transcribe it for a more easy read.
Right.
So that's what it is.
Because not everybody can actually understand all of the handwritings in the book.
Correct.
So we just try to make it easier for everyone in there. Number 3, sorry. This one says, when I was a child, I was raped by my uncle for 10 years. 10 years.
10 years.
Yes. And no one knew it till I was 21 years old. Because of this, I was very unhappy for years, but now I'm gonna change all that. I'm living for me now.
Imagine you're 21 now.
Right.
So we're not even sure if this was just found out. So you had to be going through this even before you were a teenager.
Right.
Because can you imagine? She's 21 and she
Right.
was being abused for 10 years by her uncle.
Right.
Oh my God, that uncle.
No, but she actually said when she was 10. They actually started when
So
she
it
was
started
10.
when it,
So it ended probably when she was 20. But that's something she could have told. I mean, it's hard to actually judge somebody on that when you haven't been. Women go through a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, a lot.
Right. And so it's kind of difficult to see that, you know, she been through it. She didn't tell anybody for all those years,
Yeah.
and so now she has the power to actually.
Finally
I said-
mustered it up at 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said kudos to her, and unfortunately, there are so many of them, so many women
So
that,
many.
that talked about that in this book.
Mhm.
I think we have that. We have so many of that than anything else. Just women talking about the people around them. It's not somebody far away. It's always somebody around them
Yeah.
that's doing that whole nasty stuff. And so watch out for your kids and the people.
Yeah.
around
Look at
you.
signs. Look at signs
Yes.
and see changes in your child's behavior. Those things can drive and tell you a lot.
Yes.
To be more keen.
Yes, and so you can get all those stories plus more in our book. You know, it's on Amazon. It's right there on the screen. The link is going to be in there. It's called Humans. You can get on there. You can pick up a copy very easy. This book is 352 pages long. Get your copy, and you guarantee you will love it. Everybody that I've seen the book, they have a copy. We had them in the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people purchase all of
Sold
them.
all of them.
You know, I sold all of them. So.
So we have to keep buying more and more and more. Yes.
Right. So get your copy, man.
And just remember, you're not the only, whatever you're going through, you're not the
Right.
only one who's going through it.
Right.
There's so many stories, like you mentioned in this book. So if you want to hear something similar to you or what's going on with you, you could drop us a line or two and you could hear, because I promise there are so many different things. Women, men, children, everybody go through so much, and there's so many stories in here.
And I guarantee you that whatever you have been through or whatever you're going through, there's a story in here that you can relate to.
Yes.
100%. All right. And so,
Right.
is there anything else?
That's it for today.
Okay. So like, subscribe, because there's
Share.
more and more and more and more. We're gonna putting them out every time, every week, at least
Every
2 or
week.
3 times or
Every
so.
week.
We're gonna put them out. So subscribe, and you're gonna get them from us. That's a guarantee. And so we love you. Thank you.
God bless.